Hey everyone, today we're going to look at the AH350SM, which is an amp I've recently got from the Sound Management series. So these were one of the later amps that were produced by the original Trace Elliot in the mid-90s. I have to say these are probably my favourite sounding amps, the ones with the 7-band graphic, which is the Sound Management series, the SM. Absolutely fantastic amps. In fact, I think I prefer them to the GP7 SMX over here. So while this has got a lot more features, I actually prefer the tone and the sound that comes out of this particular amplifier. So we're going to take a look at it and see what we can find out. Okay, well, I've got another video that goes through this series of amps in more detail, and I'll link to that below. But just to note, on this particular version of the amp, you can see that we've got the UV light here, the black light, which was a feature on a number of the Trace Elliot amps, even from early on. So if you want to know more about the controls and settings on this amp, have a look at the other video. What we're going to do in this video is actually get inside the amplifier and have a look and see what's in there. And we'll have a look at the back as well, because sometimes the back features change. You notice that you have the same black light look on this old Series 6 as well. So this is my 600X, which I've also got another video on. Trace have been doing this for some years. It's pretty cool though. Okay, I'm around the back of this amp. You can see one useful feature here is we've actually got a voltage selector. So I think we can switch between 230 and 110 volts, which you can't do with a lot of the other Trace amps that I have. So most of them are built for a particular market, but it looks like this one has got a switchable power supply in, so that's really good. And we've got the earth lift switch here, which you see on a lot of Trace Elliots. You can see we've got speaker outputs, and on this one they give you the option of the 3-pin, which were on a lot of Trace cabs, or a standard. And we got fuses again for the mains and for the speaker. And there's a tuner output here which is being taped over, so I assume there's a problem with that. Not sure what that could be. And then what have we got here? RMS 350 watts, peak output 700. That's probably conservative as well. This amp is a beast. It is an absolute beast. Really, really good. Okay, let's see if we can crack the case open and have a look inside. So an interesting discovery. So I've got it out of the chassis, but you can see this is fully enclosed, and there's a fan on the side here. Now I know that there's a little bit of a gap down each side in the chassis. It looks like this could also be rack mounted as well, so they probably used the same construction for both. Let's come around the other side. So nothing on this side, so just one fan. So it looks like we've got to take this this metal top off to get into it. I'll get that unscrewed and then we'll have a look. Okay, so we're in. Here's the first look inside our AH350SM. So this looks quite interesting, and apologies, I haven't had a chance to clean it, so it is a bit dirty. You can see down here we've got the starter for our black light, the toroidal transformer, and we've got our build date on there, 13th of May 1994. So this is a very old one. This has got to be the start of the SM series, really. Look at these huge capacitors. 4,700 microfarad capacitors, 2 of those. This would be our power amp board. So this is where our 350 watts comes from, the power amp board and those capacitors. Yeah, you can see there, look, they got on the corner, it's got PB300. So maybe it was intended to be a 300 watt board originally, but it's obviously putting out more power than that. Don't see anything too interesting on that side of it. Okay, and then the preamp board, and you can see we got the little separate board for the graphic equalizer there. Some of this looks a little bit rusty. I'm wondering if there's some dirt or damp got in here at some point. Again, we can see on the preamp board the stickers marking it. It's made in 1994. GP7SM main board issue 2. Okay. Not sure how that compares to the other one. We'd have to have a look at the other video and see what the differences is. This definitely looks a little bit more basic than the other one that I opened, but from memory. Yeah, interesting stuff. Okay, maybe I'll switch around and just have a look at kicking the top of the amp there. So just the back panel, you can see the back panel connectors, that's pretty basic as well, nothing really interesting happening there. Yeah, you get a flavour of where the power comes from anyway. 2 relatively large heat sinks, so I assume we've got some power transistors under those, bolted to those. In fact, yes, I can see, perhaps we'll tilt the camera down. Let's see that bank of power transistors there. So that's where the noise comes from. Excellent, and you can see the fans designed to blow over those 2 heat sinks. So this was the GP7SM AH350, or AH350SM as it says here on the black light. And you can see all the usual connectors: passive active switch, pre-shapes, graphic equalizer, balance DI output, pre or post EQ, EQ balance, and your output levels, and a mute switch. Mute switch is really useful. I don't know why the older Trace Elliots didn't have that, but this one does, and that's absolutely great. So these are my favourite sounding Trace Elliot amps. You can see down on the floor here, because I've moved things around, I've got the GP7SM 250 as well. That's a rack mount amp. That's the one that I took apart to have a look at. These things come with all sorts of different power amplifiers, and I think I listed those in that other video, so I will link those. But thank you all for watching. Hope this was of interest, and I'll see you in the next video. Thank you very much.